Hey there, I wanted to take a couple of minutes and introduce myself. My name is Mackenzie, and I have been on my coaching journey for just under 6 months now, and it's honestly brought me an unbelievable amount of things. It's brought me a sense of community, it's changed the way that I viewed accountability, it's changed the way that I view my body and how to kind of fuel it and take care of it. And I'm so excited that you want to be a part of all of that as well. This team is incredible, and I'm working on building my own team of people who are kind of like-minded and who are busy and have a lot going on, but want to make a difference in their health and fitness journeys. So I'm happy that you're coming along with me, but I wanted to take a minute so that you could kind of get to know me better. I grew up always playing sports. I have two younger siblings. We had a big backyard. We always were outside. I played softball for 13, 14 years. So I was always active and I never had to think about it. And I graduated high school, started college, got a boyfriend, and I wasn't playing sports anymore. And nobody really taught me how to handle my own health and fitness. When I was living at home in college, but when I was younger, my parents would cook dinner every single night, and it was always pretty healthy stuff, like vegetables was always included. We had milk with dinner, it was chicken, whatever. But obviously it's way more fun to go to places you shouldn't be eating. Taco Bell, McDonald's, whatever. And I had a job and I had the boyfriend, so of course that's what I preferred to do at that time. Looking back, I wish I had known what I know about health and nutrition now, but I'm so lucky that I did learn about it at some point because I know that that could have just spiraled out of control, something even worse. But when you're young, it doesn't matter because you have a metabolism and you can eat whatever you want and everything's fine. But as I kind of went through college, I was kind of learning that my body wasn't going to be able to keep up with what I was consuming and how little I was active. So I was eating whatever I wanted and I started gaining weight, and you don't really notice it about yourself. I'm sure anyone who's gained weight would tell you. You don't really notice that you're gaining weight when you are. And then all of a sudden one day you're like, oh my gosh, what have I been doing? So I kind of started this cycle of yo-yo dieting, which I tried literally everything. I tried Weight Watchers because my mom was doing it. It's a company called Lindora where it's like low carb, and you go into their offices and kind of meet with their people all the time. So I tried that. I bought some Fitness People's packages online that came with meal plans and workouts, and none of it was sticking, which I didn't know why. I could not figure it out for the life of me. And looking back, those things are so unattainable because they're unrealistic. There's no wiggle room. There's no room for life. A lot of it is you have to stick within this means for the day. And I eventually joined a gym and got a personal trainer. So I started counting macros, which is like your carbs, proteins, and fats. And that does work for a lot of people, but that wasn't working for me. I needed something simpler that I could just follow quickly. So when I got injured, I hurt my wrist. I had tore a tendon in my wrist, and so I wasn't going to the gym and weightlifting anymore. And I just needed something different. And I got to talking to my coach. Well, she's my coach now, but I found her on Instagram, and we got to talking, and I just loved her vibe and kind of how she viewed things and her story in her kind of health and fitness journey. And so I got on board with her, and it has been seriously amazing. I love it. But I've kind of been having to let go of that mentality that I want to be high school skinny, because that's always been the goal. And when I was yo-yo dieting, that was the goal, was to get back to that like high school weight, which is really unrealistic. When you're 17 years old, like odds are you're never going to look like that again. So being on this team has changed my mentality a lot in that sense, because it's taught me how to love the skin that I'm in and how to appreciate what my body is currently doing as opposed to just reaching for something that's super unattainable. And I'm sure we've all done it. Everyone wants what they can't have, but it is what it is. So the first program I ever did with Beachbody was Country Heat. And it's like a line dancing workout, and it's really fun, and I loved it. And it was low impact because I couldn't do any body weight on my wrist at all. And I ended up losing, 6 or 7 inches in that program, which was just crazy for 30 days. And it didn't seem super high intensity. It was really manageable, about 30 minutes a day. And from there, I moved on to another dance one so that I could stay off my wrist. And then I did a 21-day fix. And every time I do a new program, I'm learning more and more, and I'm seeing more results. And sometimes they're minor, but we're learning to celebrate the little stuff. And that is what I love about these programs. And when you complete one, you actually get like a prize, basically. So you plug in your information and kind of what you thought about the program and how it went for you. And then Beachbody sends you something as like a thank you for completing the program and a congratulations to you for making progress, which is something that I really like. Another thing I've learned is the 80-20 way of eating, so that I'm not having to be on my game 100% of the time. It's very unrealistic. I like going to breweries. I like going out to eat. I still like doing all of that stuff. I've just tried to find a way to balance it in with not falling off the wagon. Because what I would do in the past is I would cheat, and then I would go, oh, well, I've already cheated, and I would just fall down a spiral of basically a never-ending cheat meal, which is never going to get anybody progress. So I'm kind of learning to move away from that, which has been great for me. These accountability groups are another part of this whole coaching business that I've been a part of, and I run them, and I've been in them. And I gotta tell you, they are awesome. The people in these groups are so encouraging and so inspiring when they get results that it kind of keeps you motivated and wanting to keep moving forward because of that accountability and motivation from the people in your community, which is awesome. So this program is really for anybody. There's over 700 workouts on the on-demand system. There's all different programs with all the materials you need to succeed. It's for teachers, moms, working moms, stay-at-home moms, pregnant women. It's for men as well. There are an incredible amount of types of people on these programs. We have on our own team, we have teachers, stay-at-home moms, nurses, so many different professions that are so busy and don't have time to go to a gym or don't want to go to a gym. And on top of that, this whole system and everything with it is cheaper than a gym membership and a trainer, but you're getting both of those. And a bonus is you don't have to leave your house, which is always a plus for me. So I just wanted to give you a better idea of kind of who I am and kind of what these programs have to offer me, or what they have offered me and what they have to offer you. So thank you for listening, and go ahead and move on to the next videos in the email, and you'll get more information about the program that you want to do.